I'm Kengo Kurimoto, level design lead at Media Molecule, and I'm going to show you through some of the crate features in the Move Pack. The Move Pack itself is the biggest bit of DLC that Media Molecule have ever produced, and it's got full story mode, the Rise of the Cakeling, with 13 levels, and its own story to it as well. And we also give you the full kit to make your own Move games. So I'm just going to go through and show you some of the gadgets that we give you, and just show you how easy it is to create things. So here we are. We're in the crate mode right now. First of all, we'll give you a little shot of the new power-up, the Brain Crane. Here we go. Just going to place it down. So this is the simplest bit of creation here to make some gameplay. Place it down, just like any other power-up. When you go and grab it, you've got the power-up on your head like that, and then you can grab objects like that and move them with the power of your mind. So this is we're demonstrated in the story mode, and you'll see that there. You can grab things, twist things with a move like that. You can also fling them. So it's it takes all the sensitivity of the motion control, and you can really do some gradual things, as well as fling things around as well. We've got a great competitive level that you can throw bombs at each other as well, and you can see that in the game. Okay. So now I'm going to show you the Movinator. This is very similar to the Control-nator in LBP2, and this is the really power kit here. So I'll get this and place it down. Then it opens up. As you can see, it opens up the circuitry of the motion controller. You can see that's it there. So all the buttons match up here. You've got all of the tilt controls there. This is a navcon as well, so that maps to that. So what I've got here is a little rocket, which I'm going to show you how to build it. Okay, so first of all, what I want to do is give it some power to boost it along. So what I want is whenever I press the move button there in the center, I'll hook it up to the rocket there. Next thing I want to do is steer it, so I don't want to just head off into space. So what I'll do is get the little steering gadget, the little joystick here, hook it up like that. And then I'm going to tilt these tilt sensors here, sense whether I'm tilting it in that direction like that. So I'm just going to hook up the side one to the side one, and the vertical one here, and that's it. So let's close that up there. And I'm going to just get into the vehicle like that. You can see I'm starting to tilt it. I'll press the button. There you go. Launch. Take off. If I then twist it to that side like that, so it follows, it maps the motion controller's tilt one-to-one like that. I'll show you another little treat here, just to make it. If you wanted to make a game where, for instance, if you wanted a spaceship game. So I'm just going to grab the trigger button here, hook it up to this. I've already had this set up here. It's a little laser on the end there, so I'll just jump in like that again, just take off, and I can just shoot like that. So it's a very sort of Space Invaders type game there. Okay. The next gadget I'm going to show you is the Move Cursor. So this is demonstrated in a bunch of our side levels. Essentially, it uses the Move controller as a pointer. So I'm going to grab that, place that down. Very simple again. Next thing I'm going to do is just place the Move Cursor. So this is a new gadget here. You whack that down. As soon as that's on there, then the game knows that you've got this, and there you go. And the cursor appears like that. So with this, the default is that you can just pick up objects, spin them around, use the twist of the motion controller, and then fling it around like that. If you want to be a bit more advanced, for instance, I'm going to go in here. You can also tweak all the look of it. So let's say a cat. Well, there you go. We've got now got a cat as the cursor, and also I'm going to now just tweak the electronics in here. So I'm just going to put in a little key here, and I'm going to hook it up to the trigger on the motion controller. Here we go. So whenever I pull the trigger of the motion controller, it makes that key go on. I've got these things here set up at the side with just a little sensor inside it with an explosive device in it. We've got one of the mini levels called Jam Kablam, and this is made in this way. So you see now I've got a cat cursor, and it's an explosive cat cursor. I'll just fire like that. So you can see how quick it is to set up a cursor game there. So this is one of my favourite. This is one of my favourite gadgets here. Is the Move. Let me just undo. So it's one of my favourite gadgets here, and it is the motion recorder. So what you do is just place it down here. What we wanted to do is create a very simple way of creating animations in LBP. So I'll place it down. You'll see how it comes. Here we've just set up a kind of marionette. So it's all got joints and things like that on it. Essentially, what I do is just tweak that, and then my cursor appears like that. and all I have to do is just move it around. So if I can take the twist. Hello, look at my hammer. This is Victoria from the cutscenes that we made in level. So we kind of did a shadow puppet style. So we did it using this recorder, and you can see how it takes the really, the delicate movements of the motion controller. If I let go of that, then press play. There you go. There she's moving on her own. So I don't have to move my motion controller at all, and I can hook up a switch to that to trigger that when I want it to go. Well, that's great. So that's one use of it. So in use in cutscenes, but you could also, for instance, if you wanted to make a platform move up and down, just stick that on there, move it how you like. So you just don't need to do any complex sort of pistons or electronics or anything like that to get what you want. So it's a very simple way of getting animation in. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is the paint tool. So this is this just empowers the community once more. So here's some paintings we've done in the office. This is Sean, our artist, who did a lot of these paintings here. That's a Granny Applecore of one of the characters in the story mode. And here you go, some paintings. You've got another one here. So you can see you get some really nice painterly effects. It's very simple how it works. Just go into the stickers section there, and then go into there like that, and then you've got the painting mode here. So all you do is you pull. It's also sensitive to how much you pull the trigger. So obviously if you pull it harder, then it goes wider like that. Choose your colours. Like that. You've also got a selection of brushes, for instance. They've got this dappled effect like that. You also can use a spray paint effect, so it sprays it around like that. If you want, you can place stickers down. There you go. It's also tinted by the colour as well, so there you go, place that down there. Actually, I'll change it to these brush tool. If I place it down like that, you can change the colour with it, say, like that. And again, you can use these in combination with each other, so I can now use the spray paint version of that tool. So if I can do that, you get some crazy effects here if I change the colour. And this is, again, we wanted to make the creation processes as playful as possible. There's some people who want to do masterpieces with oil paints and things like that. You can do that too. But if you just want to have a play around and just, you can scale the brush while you paint like this, you can get some really kind of sort of beautiful kind of abstract art pictures like that. So it's really, it's very versatile, this. So once I've done my painting, now just save my Meisterwork. Like that, and it appears in my paintings like that. So it's just a case of then placing it down into your level. There you go, and it's into your game. So we're hoping that people are going to make gallery levels, make whatever they want really. And we've demonstrated this lots again in the story mode. So we have all sorts of painted terrains and things like that, which I hope you'll see, and it's very beautiful. Along with that, we also have the sticker panel materials. This is another little bonus material we're giving away in the Move Pack. I'll show it to you what it looks like here. It's very similar to the holographic. This will probably make more sense to the fans, but it's very similar to holographic material. But the key difference is if you stick a sticker onto it, it becomes like a 2D graphic image. And you can also hook switches up to it so it makes it come on. So you see this there. So that all of those leaves were painted in the paint tool, stuck on the sticker panel, and then you can hook it up, you can joint it together like that to get nice effects like that, which is very beautiful. When we did the game jam, we had a bunch of community creators come to the studio and say, make something great in 24 hours. One of the guys came up with this, which I think is unbelievable. So essentially, they've used a sticker panel as an animation tool. So it's actually just using electronics to switch between all of the frames of animation which he'd painted, and you can actually even get into it and control it. So there you go. He's come to life now, and it's just cycling between them. So I'm just using the motion controller here. Jumping here like that. And this is my favourite bit, is that you can actually also crouch down and then walk with my little winky legs like that. There you go. But yeah, in terms of the suite of assets, we've also got a bunch of content like new craft materials, new decorations, new stickers, new costumes, new music sequencer objects. So we've just given them the full collection, a new background as well. You can see in there as well, giving the full collection to be able to make your own Move games. And some of the things we've seen so far have just absolutely blown our minds when we've got community members who come into the studio. So yeah, can't see what you're going to do with them. Really looking forward to it.